You want to know who someone really is? Pay attention the next time you have a disagreement with them. That's it. Simple. Watch what happens when you don't see eye to eye, because how someone handles disagreement tells you everything you need to know about their character. And spoiler alert, many people fail this test hard. Are you one of them? Welcome to Two-Punch Combo Motivation, where the talk is real, the nonsense is non-existent, and the discipline to succeed totally depends on you. Most people can fake polite. They smile, nod, play along when shit's easy. But the second you challenge their ideas, their opinions, their worldview, the mask comes off, and what you see underneath oftentimes ain't pretty. And don't get it twisted. We're not magically exempt from it either. We need to run this test on ourselves too, because chances are you're out here judging everyone else while you're doing the exact same shit. Psychologists call it ego threat. When someone disagrees with you, your brain doesn't just calmly consider their perspective. Nah, it freaks the fuck out. A 2016 study from USC showed that when people's political beliefs got challenged, the parts of their brain tied to threat and emotion lit up like a damn Christmas tree. Your brain treated a difference of opinion like someone was coming at you with a knife, not because you're in danger, but because your ego can't handle being wrong. We don't like being wrong. It feels like losing, and nobody wants to lose. Social media feeds this bullshit too. Only weak people lose, right? Wrong. Your beliefs aren't facts. They're just ideas you've gotten comfortable with. We all have them. And clinging to them when the evidence says otherwise, that's not being strong, that's being stubborn as hell, and too damn proud to admit when you're wrong. Psychologists have a fancy name for this: belief perseverance. Normal people call it being hard-headed. It's the tendency to hold on to your beliefs even after you've been shown you're dead wrong. We all do it. Our brains are wired to protect what's familiar, not what's true, and that's how you end up stuck, stagnant, and full of shit. So watch for this in other people. Equally important, watch for this in yourself. Do they actually listen, or are they just waiting for you to shut up so they can talk? Do they ask questions, or do they just need to win? Can they handle being disagreed with, or do they treat it like you just insulted their mama? Now flip it. Swap they for you and ask yourself the same damn questions. We do real work here. You don't get off the hook simply for listening. Mature people can handle disagreement. Insecure people? They fall the fuck apart the second you don't kiss their ass and agree with everything they say. It's that pathetic. But before you go pointing fingers at everyone else, turn that mirror or selfie camera around. When's the last time someone challenged you and you didn't get your proverbial panties in a bunch? When's the last time you actually looked at the logic instead of doubling down on some bullshit? When's the last time you actually listened instead of just reloading your next argument like you're in a damn debate competition nobody signed up for? Don't answer. You know the truth either way. That discomfort you feel when someone tells you you're wrong, that tightness in your booty cheeks, that heat rising up, oh, that's not righteous anger. That's your ego throwing a tantrum. And if you can't recognize that, you're not going to grow. You're just going to stay stuck in the same patterns, having the same arguments, being the same person you've always been. Disagreement isn't disrespect, it's an opportunity to grow. The people who never challenge you, they either don't respect you enough to be honest, or they don't care enough to push you. That doesn't mean you're right, they just don't want to bother. So next time someone disagrees with you, don't just react. Pause, breathe, ask yourself, am I actually listening to what the other side is saying, or am I just waiting for a chance to attack? Am I open to the possibility of being wrong, or am I just protecting my pride? That's the real test. And if we're being honest, most of us are failing it more than we'd like to admit. I'm talking about myself too. But you can change that right now, today. Doesn't cost a thing to do so. You just have to be willing to sit in the discomfort of being wrong sometimes, to let go of the need to be right all the time, to admit that maybe, just maybe, you don't have all the answers. Growth doesn't happen in the agreement, it happens in the disagreement, in the friction, in the moment when your ego wants to fight and you choose to listen instead. So the next time you disagree with someone, watch how they handle it, then watch how you handle it. Be honest about what you see, because that's the only way you're going to get better. Quick note before we wrap. This is just my take, and I'm just a dude with an opinion and some life experience to go with it. And while these talks involve me doing some research, I encourage you to not just go on my word, but to do the research yourself. That's where the learning takes place.